y'all, what's up? It's me. I'm back for another video. Today I thought that I would just sit down and do like a get ready with me, kind of give you all an update about what's going on in my life since we haven't done one in a while, and obviously there have been some big changes. So sit down, do your makeup while I'm doing my makeup, do whatever you want to do while you watch this video. I don't care. But before you go on and hop off this video, make sure you subscribe, like my channel, like this video, hit the bell notification so you get notified every time I upload, because now it's 2023 and I'm going to be more consistent. So, just gonna do a really light color today of like on my face, just because I'm going to my family's this weekend just to hang out with them, especially since living in Florida, I didn't get a lot of time to hang out with them. Obviously, they live in Missouri. So major update number one, living back in Missouri. Robert and I, the weekend after Thanksgiving, so like the Monday after Thanksgiving, on Cyber Monday, we ended up moving from Florida. It wasn't because we hated Florida. We absolutely loved Florida. I loved living there. The weather was great. It was awesome. It was more so our rent was going up to like $2,000 a month, and we were like, no, can't. That's not doable. And I was homesick. I'm not gonna lie. I missed my family. I missed my friends back home. So we just thought it was for the best for us to, when our lease was up, to come back home. So I actually got a job back at the aquarium where I worked before. I am back as a diver. And I am absolutely loving it. My old boss, I reached out to her and she found out I was like wanting to move back home, and she was like, hey, you know, if you want your job back, you can come back. So I said, absolutely 100%. And here I am. I'm loving it. It's a whole new crew. And everyone's so awesome. I love it. It's just so nice to be diving again. While I was in Florida, I didn't do any diving. So it was really, really kind of sad. I miss diving. I missed my shark babies. Because if you didn't know before, I was primarily in our Shark Tank exhibit. I did the guest experience dives for Sea Check. And I miss them. I literally always had dreams about my shark babies and working at WOW again. And here I am. I'm back. We live in Springfield. We found a great little like completely redone house. Duplex. Everything, it fits exactly our style. Like our realtor that we ended up working with, she was absolutely amazing. So the transfer from Florida to here, house-wise, absolutely, definitely like 100% upgrade. I love it. Now the trip back to Missouri, it was a struggle. It was only supposed to take like maybe a day. I think it ended up taking us close to 3 days because of all the problems that we had. First, we had problems leaving the apartment because we were waiting for our landlord to come do like the exit checklist or whatever it is. She forgot, never came, and didn't tell maintenance like she was supposed to. Before I go off on a little tangent about them, you know what? It's not worth it. Let's just say it was a very bad experience, and I would not suggest anyone to live there, like ever. It was horrible. The apartment itself was decent, but the people that we went through, it was just not good. Not good. So, then as we left it, we ended up leaving like, I think 3 hours later because we booked a, what am I looking for? we booked a U-Haul with a car dolly for Robert's car, and we got to the place and no one was there. The U-Haul that they said they had wasn't even there. So we're like, and we had to drive all the way to Tampa because of the hurricane. A lot of people have like either using the U-Hauls or the U-Hauls got destroyed in the hurricane. So there wasn't like a lot of options closer by. So we drove all the way to Tampa, which is like an hour and a half, 2 hours, I think. So we do this, we get there and we're like, oh crud, there is nothing here. So then we have to find, even though online says they were open, their app said they were open, no one was there. They were definitely not open. Okay, so then we find a place, we get the U-Haul, they have it, and then they're having computer issues at this new place. So like it takes an extra hour or two just to rent this U-Haul. And then the card that we used to put it on, even though it was my card, they're like, fraud. And I'm like, how is it fraud? We've been living in Florida for 2 years. Like, it was a mess. It was a mess. Finally, we get it. We get home. We start packing. 3 hours after where we thought we were going to leave, we finally leave. And then, right outside of, like, Port Charlotte, where we were living, it took us, like, I don't even remember. We only had to go, like, 30 miles. And it seemed like it took 3 or 4 hours just to do that. So we ended up calling it quits. We left around maybe 7 o'clock. By 10 o'clock, we're like, yeah, we're done. We barely made any headway tonight. We're done. We're exhausted. So we go to a hotel. Great. I end up waking up the next morning sick. Awesome. Then we leave. The day's going great. And then we get a notification that we are going through the path of a tornado, hail, thunderstorm. And we're like, awesome, what more can go wrong? It gets so bad, we end up having to pull over and wait it out. So we wait it out. It's going great, going great. You know, can't see the road, can't see anything. And it's me and my mom in my car and Robert and my dad in the U-Haul. Awesome, great, love life. Finally, we get going again, and then I end up pulling over again because, again, it starts to get so bad that I can't see anything. So then, they're making some headway. We're not. We finally meet up again in Memphis. We start to leave Memphis, and right as we're about to hit the exit to go to our hotel, like to find a hotel, we were waiting until we were like closer to Arkansas to stop for the second night. And the guys start pulling over, putting on their blinkers, and I'm like, they got a flat tire. My dad gets out of the car, and we're like, yep, they definitely have a flat. And then, at this time, it's like super late in the night, okay? So late. They finally get a hold of, like, the people that U-Haul goes through for, like, fixes like that. They're like, yeah, it's going to be, like, another hour, an hour and a half. That would be putting us at, like, midnight, or not midnight, 1:30. And me and my mom were like, we have the cats in the back. We're going to go find the hotel. You guys can meet us there. So finally we get to the hotel. This hotel, I'm surprised we weren't murdered. It was terrifying. The locks, you can tell, had been like jammed open. Like there were dents in the door frames. The water in the bathtub was like slimy. The bathtub was slimy. There was a hair Wookie in the drain. Like you could tell it was not clean. And there was a mysterious substance on the floor on my side of the bed. Could have been cat pee or it could have been vomit. We don't know. There were peanuts and stuff all over the ground. Like it was not a clean hotel and it was really gross. It was cheap and it was available. So we took it. But I was scared for my life. It was a non-smoking room, but yet there were cigarette burns in the sheets and the comforter. And there were also footprints. Like when someone steps with a dirty foot, like dirty shoe on something, like there were shoe prints all over our comforter. And I was like, this is just delightful. There was food left in the fridge from whoever, don't know. So it was just an experience. So then next day goes off so great, so good. So thank the Lord that last day going through Arkansas into Missouri was great because I don't know what else could have gone wrong. It was disastrous though. Okay? So that was our experience getting back home. Where am I? There it is. So then, now we're here. Things are going great. We got to spend Christmas with my family, get to see my family more often. We're going this weekend. I'm going to give my dad his Christmas present since his Christmas present came a little late. It made it all the way to a town like 30 minutes from us. And then they're like, oh, we can't read the delivery address anymore. We're sending it back. And I'm like, awesome. But we finally got it back. And so we're going to go give him his Christmas present this weekend. Robert's still doing landscaping, which he loves. It's just different here in Missouri because like in Florida, landscaping, you do landscaping like through the rain, through everything. Like tropical storms, they're out there. Hurricanes, they're out there until it's actually like literally there and unsafe. Like they rarely ever got a text in the morning saying, hey, we're not actually going to work today. So it's just like a very weird experience from there to here because they get called out. If it's raining too much, they're like, ground's too wet. It snows, we can use you to snow plow and throw salt and then you're done until the snow melts. And it's like really weird. And it's just not what we're used to. We're used to like him having work every day. And like now it's like during the winter, like 3 days a week, he can get called out. Like it's just weird. So that's kind of cruddy for him, but it's fine. And I got my job back and I'm happy. I'm almost done with fourth semester. I just finished one of my papers. I'm not looking forward to this next one because this next one I'm about to do is going to be a big one. Not looking forward to that, especially since what I want to go into is like marine biology vet tech. But what I'm learning about is like cats and dogs. So that part is kind of like cruddy for me. But this semester I just have like my final last course is finally when they're going to teach me about like exotics and fish and all that. So this next course that I'm about to start, I'm pretty excited for. Then I have a class to get me ready for the national exam and then I have my internship that I have to do for large animals. So we are in the home stretch. We are so close. And eventually at work, I want to go over and switch from where I'm at with the divers to a vet tech position. So fingers crossed this all works out because there's nothing I want more than to be a marine vet tech. I think that'd be so much fun. It's so interesting. If I can't dive anymore though, I am gonna be sad because I love diving so much. Like I miss diving. Ma'am, I'm sorry. Mouthy. But yeah, I'm gonna miss diving if I'm not able to dive, but we've also talked about how helpful it would be to have a diver that's also, like a vet tech that's also able to dive and get into the tanks. So that is like a positive that is in my favor. So yeah, that's exciting. So hopefully that all ends up working out. If my eyebrows look a little red, I just plucked them like literally right before this video. I think this is the closest they've looked to being the same in a really long time. So I'm pretty happy about that. Another new update. We're finally getting going on wedding planning. I got my wedding planner in the mail this week, and I was not, even though like since I was little, I have had a Pinterest board like fully laid out plan. Like my whole wedding is like done. I already know what everything is. I didn't realize how stressful it was still going to be to then actually do everything. We sat down and tried making our guest list, and Robert, before, he's like, oh, we're only going to need like 100-ish people. Like that's all we have. And I'm like, I think you're underestimating how much family I have. And then we sit down the other night and we start doing it, and we have nearly 300 people, and he's not even done with his guest list part yet. So we're really gonna have to like work on some stuff, because that's a lot of people. And we just love we like have so many friends and loved ones. So it's just hard. And I don't even know like what first step we should really do. Like, do we start by getting an event center? Do we start by, you know, the guest list and inviting people? Like, we don't even have a date yet, because we don't know how much to budget for. We don't even know where to begin with that, because we're also buying a house hopefully this year, and it's just a lot, because this house that we're in right now, it's a lease for 6 months. And then like if we go through the landlord who we're dealing with now, since she also does real estate, she said we can do month by month until we find a house. But also like, I don't want, because she wants to get on the college schedule so she can rent to college kids. I don't want to put her out. So there's just a lot going on, like school, wedding planning, trying to save for a house. It's a lot. It's kind of stressful. Me and Robert finally finished Lucifer. That's like our TV show we were watching. And if you have watched Lucifer, please let me know how you feel about the ending, because I'm absolutely fuming. I hate the ending. Like, I am so mad. Like, I'm glad it worked out in the end. Happy, yay, yay. But it didn't have to end that way. Like, I feel like there was still a whole nother way to do it. Like, I'm not happy with it. They should redo it. I'm gonna go on, finish my makeup then, and I will be back. I don't have much left, because I'm doing a very light look today. I can't remember. I think I put it in my last video, but just in case I didn't, my videos are going to go back and forth between Florida and non-Florida. So don't be confused if you see a different background. It's just old videos. I finally figured out how to use iMovie and how to save to my computer from iMovie. And so things are going to be a little back and forth for a while. Oof. Let's see, what color do I want? I think I'm just going to go with the lip oil today, guys. Nothing too much. I really want tacos. There's this place that we found. It didn't used to be here. It's like a teeny tiny little taco place over by Home Goods and all that. I really kind of want to try them sometime soon. I don't know why it doesn't even smell like tacos, but tacos sound phenomenal. I'm gonna have to try tacos. Woo! Okay. There it is. There's the look. I don't think I'm gonna change anything else. I'm a fan. And we just sat down, we chit-chatted. I'm gonna put some of my hair oil in. I'm going to blow dry my hair before going outside so I don't freeze. And then I'm gonna wait for Robert, and we're gonna go have a happy day. So I hope you all have a happy day too. And I hope you all enjoyed this video. And if you did not, subscribe and like and follow and all that good stuff at the beginning of the video when I told you, and you have made it to this point, please, please, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, share it with your friends, watch it a second time, watch it in fast speed, watch it in slow-mo, like whatever. But please, please, please join the family, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.